Friends, this is G.I. Joe, the arcade game from 1992 Konami. This is very reminiscent of a lot of the other on-rail shooters that you would see from the time. Joystick-based, not trackball. You control your Joe with unlimited machine gun shots. You have rockets, and those are basically your two weapons. The game itself is not terribly difficult, but it is a lot of splash on the screen, as you're about to see in a moment. But one of the most important things about this game is that this captured the kind of the essence of the cartoon part of G.I. Joe that we all remember so well. And most importantly, serious kids, do not play in refrigerators. Stay away from refrigerators. Those things are freaking death traps. Okay? Just don't. Just don't. And don't do a lot of other things, too. It's just... But something I want you to keep in mind as we get started here is that this is very much like Sega's Super Scalers. So this is all pre-polygon. This is expanding sprite graphics all over the place, and it will appear to be a bit of a mess. And as a special treat, we're going to see if we can see the entire opening run, because it is fantastic. So I will grab my trusty Xbox controller. Right there. Yeah, that's the one. And voila. Now let's just sit back and enjoy this. Terrorism. That's just a lot of fantastic butts. Just and a lot of 1, 2, 3. How many fingers? He is kind of a snake. But you can see some of the super scaling in action here. Multiple sprite layers going on. Really utilizing it for kind of a fun cinematic effect. Also reminiscent of the opening of G.I. Joe the movie. So a lot of callbacks. Well, of course, it's based on the cartoon. It's nothing but callbacks. But coming from '92, and the cartoon was largely kind of on its out, on its outs. Don't remember those guys. Now, Major Blood, maybe? Conrad Hauser. Bravery. Shauna M. O'Hara. Hera. She's... Body massage.
Body massage.
Yo, Joe!
Nope. Didn't talk. Plus, what's with the goggles? So it's not perfect.
Yo, Joe!
All right, that's your first good look at it. Let's get started. Now you get to choose between several Joes. 4, I believe, that you saw in the intro, but we're going to go ahead and stick good old Duke. Insert coin. Push the button.
Mission 1.
Now, given everything that you're going to see on the screen, this is not a particularly difficult game per se, especially for shooters of the time. There is a life meter. It's pretty loose with the hitboxes, it feels like. Here we go. Oh yeah, and I need to remember which button's what, so I don't blow all of my missiles. Now, the thing about missiles is you're going to get rid of them pretty fast, especially as the screen fills up. But you can get them 2 or 3 at a time. Plus, a lot of destructible elements here, big oil tanks and whatnot. Plus, the scaling targeting is actually pretty good all the way down range. You almost get a bit of a Space Harrier-esque vibe from it, but instead of worrying about one thing, your character and then the weapons, well, okay, that's 2 things. You have your weapon reticle acting as your character, but you also have to worry about the hitbox you've got running on the bottom part of the screen there. And if we can get to the boss of this stage, you're going to see where that gets really crowded. Now, okay, good. In my practice runs, I didn't destroy the pipe, and yeah, I took a hit, because apparently Duke doesn't know how to jump. Yeah, there's no jumping in this. It's just left or right. There we go. Got two of them. Oh, flip. Yeah, like I said, it's very reminiscent of Sega Super Scalers. Here we go. The worst villains in G.I. Joe. Iganook. So, you've got a two-vehicle boss section here. One in the air, one on the ground. One will approach and come at you. Now, can you imagine if you had like 3D, you know, those crappy 3D TVs back then? Actually, best not to think about that. So I'm kind of saving on my missiles for the moment. Now, during my practice runs of this game, those missiles that the helicopter shoots cannot be shot down. I just shot one down. Okay, maybe don't pay attention to what I'm actually saying. We are going to continue. I'm not letting these two little dinks get me. You can select your players in between credits. There's one. Oh, I do. Oh, okay, I have to shoot them to get them. Okay, see? What happens when you don't pay attention.
Yo!
Indeed. So it just continues right on to the second stage. I didn't get too far in the second stage in my practice runs. Mainly because I got a little impatient, just wanted to get rolling on this right now. So we'll just kind of see what happens together. Okay, a little more organized, I think, guys, instead of just like running around. Oh yeah. And then sometimes the jets will just land right on the tarmac and sit there. Now I'm trying to bear in mind some of the destructible environment things like those barrels. Didn't get them in time. There's no one around those guys. Ah, okay. Weapons! Yeah, like I said, that if you're paying a little bit of attention, you'll be able to replenish your missile supply fairly quickly. So you don't have to be too terribly frugal with them. Ooh, those battle android troopers? Finally, someone I recognize on these latter-day feats. These feet clan. Cobra feet. Cobras don't have feet. Oh yeah, those are bats. Bats blow. Although, really cool toy. If you ever find one that actually even, like, borrow from your buddy way back in the 80s that actually had all those little arms, that was something, because those things fell right off. Okay, someone's shooting Star Trek phasers at me. Ah! It's good. The Cobra guy skid mark, I guess. Because he plays like shit. Actually, that's kind of me at the moment. It is kind of fascinating how a game like this, how really kind of impressive it is from a presentation standpoint. Really just never stuck with anyone's memory. It was probably a sign of the times. Polygons were beginning, just barely beginning in the early 90s. But the arcades were already starting to see some weakness here and there. I don't know. I think this game should have gotten a more fair shake, especially since it was from Konami, who was right on, like, top of their marks in production at the time.
Don't get me mad!
Metalhead? Isn't that a Ninja Turtle bad guy? Is that dude in the front that looked like a low-rent Major Blood? Ooh! Song and dance. Wah! Oh god. I want this dude on the soundboard. Here, have another. No photon torpedoes, please. Nope, everyone out of the pool. Okay, it looks like one of the weapon power-ups I didn't realize were available was actually rapid fire that allowed me to hold down the fire button. So that's kind of nice. I kind of wish there was a little more delineation in some of those weapon icons, though. Okay, he's flashing. Cosmic Arcade sign for a dying boss. Go away.
Yo!
I really do like how it goes immediately from one stage section to another. I believe there are either 6 or 8 stages to this game. We're probably not going to get through them all. I really just wanted to make this just a little taste of what this game is like. We'll probably do this last credit. Okay, right now I got the rapid fire. That makes life a lot easier. If you can imagine being in the arcades and having to whammy those buttons instead of just a simple controller button. And in and amongst my yammering and those lovely screams, I have to admit the music is actually fairly decent. I kind of want to. I do wish that they would have gone after some of the original G.I. Joe musical cues that were part of like the Sunbow Entertainment, the whole Hasbro stable of. Nope. Oh, come on. Well, there we go. Okay, look, that's just depressing. And there it is. Well, hey. Made the high score list. It's the only way I can do it.
Pork chop sandwiches!
Definitely kind of like a lost treasure from that time, 1992. If you ever get a chance to play it, definitely give it a go. If you see it in an arcade near you, toss a couple quarters in and enjoy what I think is probably the top of the line when it comes to rail shooters meets super scalers. It fulfills the promise, perhaps, of Space Harrier. Yeah. So as they like to say in the show, what? Okay, it's the push the button time, and I'm just not really doing it. So, okay, look, one of these days I'll figure out how to push these damn buttons. It's called push the button, but as you can tell right now, this is the really kind of stupid part of the show where.
Oh shit! Get the fuck out of here! What are you doing? Go! Get the fuck out of here, you stupid idiot! fuck? We're all dead! Get the fuck out!
Like, subscribe, whatever you're supposed to say on this channel. Okay, bye!